Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. So we're going to see what guidance we can get for your current situation, whatever you're going through. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you in order to move you forward. So the first pile we have is this blue and champagne gold aura quartz. We have next the black tourmaline crystal. Then we have the selenite. And finally, pile 4 is the amethyst. Okay, so the timestamps are in the description box and the comment below. Make sure to choose with your intuition. If you're not sure how exactly, you can always refer to the video in the ribbon above. And yeah, once you've made your choice, I will see you in your reading. Hi Pal 1, welcome to your reading. You chose this blue and champagne gold crystal aura quartz. It's a long name. Okay, so we're going to see what guidance we can get for your current situation, but first a little bit about what you are going through and why is this happening, and finally some guidance. Okay, so the first card we have is Algiz, which is protection and assistance. Then we have this junction, endings, transformation, death and rebirth card. Okay, now your tarot cards are the Queen of Swords, the Devil. We have also the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay, and your astrology cards are Descendant, which is shadow, denial, projections, and opposites attract. We have the 12th house, and we also have the 9th house. Okay, this is surprisingly pretty clear. Okay, so a lot of you are going through you're getting over some addictions. This can be to substances, but it can also be to thought processes and emotional imbalances and so on and so forth. Anything that basically brings you down, keeps you there, and you don't feel good about it. You feel as though you're trapped. It can be even obsessions, any overprotective type of behavior, any clinginess to the past, not being able to look forward to anything. You're basically getting over all of these things. You're working on them. You're transforming through them. Okay, and therefore there is this Three of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Both of them are looking ahead, right? They want to see what else is out there, looking to the horizon and seeing the world of possibilities that awaits them, right? Three of Wands is kind of waiting for manifestations to kind of show up near this horizon here. It's like, I know that the ship is coming. I know it will come. The wave will come as well, because of the imagery is just like that. But whatever she wants, it will come. She knows it. It's just a matter of time, right? Having that faith and confidence is kind of, it has been tested. You have proved yourself that you're like really close. Again, depends who is where in this journey, but in either case, you're so close to like getting over it, / you have gotten over it in the recent past, and now you're moving forward to new waters. And all of this is kind of guided. The universe is keeping watch and making sure that you have the skills to tackle whatever comes next, and also making sure that you are indeed strong enough to move forward in your journey. Okay, anything, this can be shadowy stuff, shadow work actively if you're doing them, then even that is represented by the Devil. Although for many of you, I feel it is about, for example, boundary issues, clinging to the past. I already mentioned that. Overprotectiveness about resources, about something tangible like money or material comforts, so anything of that kind. But it can also be something related to the matters of the heart. You might be really overprotective after a toxic relationship, and now you're finally kind of trying to open up more to new possibilities and just what comes next, right? But all of this has kind of made you a different person. This whole experience, good, bad, ugly, everything just makes you something, right? You're supposed to learn something out of it, and then you're supposed to carry it forward and use it in the next phase of your life. So the universe needs to make sure that you're able to do all of that, right? So I really like the whole mix of, you've you've done some work, you're doing some work, and it will start to show its rewards, right? 12th house as well is about shadowy stuff, unknown things. You're not really, the unseen, the intangible, the very subtle, very spiritual, all those things. It can be something really soul level within you, but it can also be something related to spirituality, right? Because we do also have the 9th house. So 9th house is about religion, spirituality, long-term visions, philosophies of life. What is your belief system? What is your truth that you want to express, that you do express, all those things, right? So the Queen of Swords is as well looking outward. This is the, like, she has a vision. She knows where she wants to go. She has a direction in her mind. It's just, it's not very close, but she doesn't want it to be very close because she knows it's a longer term thing. So what she does is uses her logic and her willpower, her strength, her determination, and has the courage to go forward and see what else is out there. And by doing that, the universe automatically kind of supports, is the wind in her back, guiding her through to that thing. So basically one key ingredient is that she keeps faith. But it is so default that she keeps faith that, it's not the same as the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is about keeping faith. Queen of Swords is moving forward with it. You already know, you've already learned that you need to keep faith. And now it's just about, what action do I take? How do I move forward? Right? Okay. A lot of stuff came through. Great. So why is this phase important? Why is all of this happening? Why did all of this happen? What lessons have pile 1 learned and need to learn? Wonderful, we got the Queen of Cups. Awesome. And we have the 7 of Swords. Awesome. Okay, more. Anything more? Not from here, from here. Okay. Pile 1. What lessons have they learned / are learning? What is the point of all of this for pile 1? Okay. We have, I honor how I want to feel. Standing up for yourself. Having more faith, realizing that the universe is watching, will be watching, and it's just like karma, like it is not good or bad. It is what you make of it, right? It's in itself, karma is such a neutral thing. So 7 of Swords as well, I feel, is like that, you can be sneaking and going somewhere and doing something malicious, or you could just be keeping your plans to yourself until it bears fruit. Doesn't mean you're doing something shady or weird. It's just you need to keep it to yourself because you're not ready to share yet. And can you hear that? I don't know if they're partying or angry. I have no idea. Anyway, it does not necessarily mean you're doing something malicious. It could be something amazing, but you don't need to tell every single person about what your plans are, for example. So this is about kind of being strategic with your plans, with your dreams, with your wishes and desires. You don't want to tell to the wrong people because, you don't need people who always will drag you down, right? The devil is kind of, it can be a person as well, right? Not just a toxic relationship, but it can be like, I don't know, a parent, society. It can be one of your teachers or something. Just someone who kind of always seems to be that dense cloud, So you have to protect yourself from that. There is a slight defense mechanism, quick on your feet, be clever and think smart, taking quick action whenever needed. That kind of vibe, right? It's not something that, you have to hide everything and you have to be weird and no, it's just what do you need to keep to yourself and what needs to be said out loud, or what do you need to be very open towards. It's something of a balancing act. And Queen of Cups, of course, is like keeping faith and staying connected with your higher self, trying to contact your higher self from time to time and trying to just see what you get, because yeah, it's not just logic that is going to drive you forward. You are a creature of logic and feelings and intuition, right? You're all of those things. You can't discount either one, right? So this is, love it. I'm loving it. Loving it. So these are some of the lessons, okay? Then we have, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Love is what? Your own spirit, your own higher self. You're made of love, right? Any creation is out of love. So you're trying to, ultimately your soul just wants to get closer to that. I know it is a very spiritual card. I can't mundane it as such, but it is very important to remember that, because it takes you a little bit away from the situation. When you're really close to it, you kind of feel it a lot more, and it's hurtful. But when you distance yourself so slightly, you become slightly more objective, and you can get an idea that this is the way it has to be. This is how I can learn, and I have to learn, because deep down I have a hunger for eternal peace, right? And harmony. Who does not want everyone to just get along, right? Forget the drama. So it's kind of like that. You get to that equilibrium, that place of everything, right? That's the very deep desire, and all these little lessons in life are just going to get you one step closer to that, because ultimately it is all just an experience, right? Love it. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Yeah, so it is about shifting your thought process as well. So like I said, many different people watching, so everyone is going through a different type of lesson path, but in either case it has always been something that holds you back. It is hard to get over, still is. There can be multiple relapses back into the old habits, but it's kind of like you need to get out of that. You need to make an active effort to get out of that situation, right? I honor how I want to feel. It just means that, you know what, I don't want this toxicity. Not this person, not this place, not this thing that I'm doing, my own habit, the way I perceive myself, whatever it is, the way I project myself onto others, anything, right? I don't want to keep doing that just because I have been doing that so far, right? So it's always about reorienting your mind and trying to remind yourself, what is it that I actually want? I want to feel hopeful. I want to feel optimistic. I want to feel connected. So honor that, respect that wish that you want to feel, and go ahead and focus on it. When I say focus, it's not just about, I'm just going to sit here and just like really zone in on that thought, but it's also about taking action, right? What I focus on is a drive. It's a motivation. If you want it enough, you will do something about it because you want to. No one is asking you to do anything. You will want to, right? So just, yeah, follow that. These are the lessons that you're basically learning from this phase. A lot of you will like very deeply resonate with some of these cards, these messages that I'm saying, because you have already learned it. Meanwhile, the others will be like, yeah, sure, I do need to learn that. Right? So yeah, okay. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through contemplation, stillness, and prayers. Yeah, prayer, contemplation, stillness. Okay, I have not memorized the cards, so yeah, I can't read when I face it that way. Anyway, yeah, that is about, again, connecting with your spirit, with the universe, and allowing it to speak and connect with you as well. Being very honest. Oh, wow. Being very honest with the universe. Yeah, because Seven of Swords is actually like the universe is watching your every move, okay? Don't pretend like you're going to sneak past everyone and everything. The universe knows what you're doing. This is not to make you feel guilty. It's just that you're building up karma even when you're not paying attention that you are building some. So that something is like you are forever connected, so you will be observed. Again, not saying you're doing something wrong, you need to worry. No, it's just that it's with you. That's my point. It's with you. And the Queen of Cups is directly, like, actively connecting with spirit and being very transparent, you know. Seven of Swords is you are transparent, and Queen of Cups is I want to be transparent with the universe. Okay, that I think better sums it up. So I feel like even when you are angry, just say that because I feel like many times when we're manifesting, I feel like many people do this, that they'll just ignore the parts where it's something negative or something that makes them sad, and be like, no, don't focus on that at all, don't think about it at all, just think about nice things, happy things. But you're ignoring that part. You're not honoring how you are feeling, how you want to feel at that moment, right? You're ignoring it, you're neglecting it, which just means it'll just go back into the shadows, stay in denial, and then come back and whiplash you, right? At the end. And then there will be delays in getting what you want. It's not that you can't get or that you don't deserve, it's just there's a lot of delay after that, because the way you're processing the things that the universe is throwing at you is not exactly very much aligned with who you have to be in order to have what you want to manifest, right? So transparency is really important, I feel. Okay, that was a serious message for some of you. Right, so what is your guidance? I'll use this one for this current situation. What do they need to know? What do they need to do for this current situation that they're in? What help can you provide? Pile 1. Okay. We have the Loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Yeah. Okay, so the 12th house is about dreams as well. That's what I said, like everything subtle, otherworldly, subconscious as well. And the 9th house is about spiritual experiences. So a lot of you can be having dreams with quite a lot of help coming through. This can be even the ones that you do not remember. The brain at least remembers, right? It's just not in your conscious memory. So it is in some way helping you anyway. But if you can try to remember your dreams, maybe keep a dream journal, tell yourself you will remember them, it works many times, then you probably will remember. And in the morning, as often as you write it down, the more you start remembering your dreams. So there could be something meaningful in there for some of you. Okay, then we have the Finch. Yes, new opportunities and choices that are opening up to you now. Claim them. Yeah, so it's kind of like, do you want to stay stuck? Do you want to go somewhere else? It is going to be unknown. It is not promised that it's going to be always sunshine and rainbows, but would you really rather stay here? You know, that's a question. But I like that there will be some manifestations coming true, some signs that the progress you are making is indeed progress, you are transforming, and that will kind of bolster your confidence. It will make you feel safer and much more protected throughout this transition. Okay, White Eagle, the connection to divine guidance is within you. Yeah, this is like looking inward, trusting your intuition, your instincts, like that's what, right? 7 of Swords was being quick on your feet, just, you know, keeping your ears, eyes, just everything on high alert and being like, okay, I heard a twig crunch, let's go. Being like a deer. If I had the animal deck, I'm sure I would get the deer spirit in place of the 7 of Swords. Then also the Queen of Cups is kind of, like I said, connecting with your higher self. That's just an altered state of mind of you, right? If you think of it that way as well, I mean, you can get help, right? We have Ren, be bold and confident, use all of your resources to create your dreams. Okay, so a lot of you can be holding back on actually realizing your dreams because of some, self-sabotaging habits, or again, clinginess to the things that you already have. So it could be that if you want to start your own business, you have to put in some investment. So that would be spending quite a bit and you're very hesitant. You're kind of questioning, is it worth it? Can I do it? Is it possible? Blah, 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 blah. Right? What if this? What if that? But it's just a way to kind of hold yourself back, and you don't need to do that. Right? Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, consult your higher self. Nobody's just saying, yeah, go drop everything and just go. It's one step at a time. It's little things. Okay, we have Condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Yes, I don't think I need to explain that. We talked about vision quite a bit, planning ahead, looking ahead, having the courage to follow through, all of that. We have 2 cards again. We have White Owl, 2 white birds, okay? The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Yeah. Yeah, both of them kind of supplement, right? White Eagle is the connection to divine guidances with you, and this is like messages and the wisdom of the divine are within you. That is basically describing your spirit. It's asking you to just let your spirit be unleashed, do what makes you just driven, and don't be apologetic about what you like very truly desire, okay? I'm not going to say that if you want to like make a superficial purchase that's in your highest best or something, that's a judgment call on your part, but definitely something that is very true to you, very true, like without any selfishness, no expectations, nothing. It's follow it. There's no doubt there. Okay, then we have choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. That could be something as well that's holding you back. Blaming the past. Can be situation or person or event or yourself, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. What is going on? We have white turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you. This can be like earth as in you're very inclined towards nature. So it can be animal cruelty or earth sustainability, those type of things. But it can also be just planting trees, giving them love, and just connecting with the earth. This is also about healing your own security, safety, stability wounds that were created longer back, which were not in your control, but now you need to kind of clear things up, right? It refers to that as well. Now we have Robin, new growth and potential. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Yeah. That goes with the Finch, new opportunities and choices. So it's kind of like, it kind of knows that you're already on the right path and you will make the right choice. So it's just saying that, yeah, there is a choice coming up, but I know you'll select the one that is going to bring you growth. So just go ahead and reach out. We have Pheasant. The time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. Yeah, we're talking about creating. Anything created is out of love. Yeah, connecting genuinely with other people if you're into that type of work and business. Also, if you're looking for someone in related to love, be just honest and genuine, create an actual connection, rather than being very afraid to know what it might do, right? Just whatever. Okay, Hawk, pay attention to powerful messages being communicated to you. Okay, so I guess that kind of sums it up. Great. So this was your reading, Pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. I hope these messages helped you and gave you some more insight on your current situation and what you can do about that. If you liked, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can always contact me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. You can watch any of my other readings if you're interested. You can check out my channel anytime, right? Okay, I will see you again sometime. Bye, take care. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You chose this black tourmaline, so we're going to get started with your reading. What guidance can we get for your current situation? right? We'll get to that, but first we'll see what your current situation is, and also why are you going through it? What are you supposed to learn or get out of this? And finally, of course, your guidance, right? To get you through the rest of it. So the first card we have is Thurisaz, which is thorn, pain, focus, hardship, and introspection. And we have Rider, which is ride, journey, destiny, travel, and change. Your tarot cards, we have the Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, so two aces side by side. I did not put it like that, it came like that. And we also have the Ten of Swords, which is basically the end of the numerical sword suit, so it's 1 to 10. Okay. Of course, there is confusion, a dilemma, kind of, I don't know what to do in the situation, that type of thing. Oh, I forgot to show you the astrology cards. You have Pisces and you have Gemini. So it could be these signs, but it's not necessary at all. Both of them are mutable, though. That's interesting. I don't know why yet. We'll see. But yeah, anyway. There is a little bit of confusion. This can be in the matters of the heart, the head versus the heart. Okay, it does not restrict you to just be into this romantic reading or something. But it's, even if it is about work, something that you really like but doesn't make sense versus something that makes sense but you don't like. Right? There can be a bit of a war in that situation. Although for some this can be a third-party situation. If you're thinking in terms of relationship, but it can also be that you like someone who's also a friend, and it can get a little bit conflicted, and it is being quite a bit of a drama and other complications, so you're not able to do anything that furthers, the progression of your relationship with or bond with this person. But yeah, it can be a person or a path, a choice. I don't know, I'm just getting the head versus heart dilemma. And you're needing to have to kind of shoot in the dark. Also with the Ten of Swords, like, it has been a tough road. And she is heading somewhere after all these difficulties, and it has not been fun, it has not been easy, it has just been tough. But she knows that wherever she's headed now, because the chapter is over after the Ten of Swords, wherever she's headed now is going to be a new beginning. It's a new chapter, and it has to be brighter than where she was before. Right? So at the end of this tough road, you have this bright light, all of that. But there is the needing to walk towards something where you don't know what is going to happen. Because of this kind of tug of war happening between your logic and your intuition, or your logic and your feelings. Now the Gemini and Pisces thing as well, one is very intuitive, very creative, very connected with spirit and the heart. For them, these things are just, things happen and you deal with them and you just flow, and whatever happens, happens. Going with the flow is very apparent in Pisces. Meanwhile, Gemini is more curious, more inquisitive, kind of sees both sides of the coin, not in a very Libra, like let's find an equilibrium type of way, but more critically. Very related with intellect and also communications. So it's kind of like the logic versus what you feel intuitively and also in your heart. So this is kind of requiring you to be kind of torn in two directions. Like, where do I begin? Where should I put more effort? Is it worth it? Whatever it is, okay? Either it is person, or if you want to change your career path, or start a new type of lifestyle. It's kind of like, what do I leave behind? It seems as though everything is of importance, so what would I even leave behind? There is a lot of dilemma. You don't know where to put your focus. It's all a little bit muddy, not very, very clear. Yeah. Okay, can you clarify the Ace of Swords? I'm a little bit confused by that. A little bit more. Ace of Swords. Okay. We have the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Devil. So a lot of you can again be in like a third party situation where one of you has a family or has an established relationship or commitment, but you're still interested and it's kind of messing with your head quite a lot. Or it can be kind of trying to liberate yourself from a toxic family situation as well, and you're trying to think of ways how you can not be in this situation. How can you get out of it? Okay. What is the Two of Swords about, please? Can you clarify the Two of Swords? We have Nine of Cups. Yeah. Where is my fulfillment? How can I feel more abundant? How can I feel worthy? And as though I have accomplished something. Two of Swords. We have Three of Wands. Where do I find hope and optimism? Two of Cups, yeah. So a lot of you are asking about relationships. And Nine of Swords as well. So sleepless nights, kind of keep thinking about it. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Doesn't make sense. Clarify the Ten of Swords, please. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Kind of getting, it has lost steam, walking away from something that has lost steam. Doesn't have that momentum yet, doesn't have that passion yet. It's just turning hard and really stale. Does not inspire you anymore, does not excite you at all. You know, just leave those things behind and you're kind of in the process of that. It doesn't have to be easy, it can't be easy, but it is something that you have to do, right? Okay, so we're going to see now, why is this happening? What are you supposed to learn from it? What are you supposed to get out of the situation? Yes, so why is this happening? What is the point of all of this? For pile 2, please. For pile 2, why are they going through this situation? Why are they going through this? Some important lessons here. Important lessons, okay. Pile 2, why are they going through this? What are they meant to learn, please? What will they get out of this situation? What will they eventually learn? There is definitely a lot of learning that does happen during really difficult times. That's when we learn best, actually. Even though we hate it, that's usually when the best lessons come through. Because we are actually asking, for once, we're actually asking, how can I get out of this? Okay, what do I do? Right? Okay, so we have the Hierophant. That's, I mean, that is the, you know, being guided, being taught, being, staying in touch with a mentor. It can be a spirit guide, ascended master, your own higher self. All those things, kind of staying in touch and allowing yourself to receive wisdom, some guidance, some knowledge from anyone and any source that you feel really drawn to or connected with. Okay, it's getting clarity, it's on the way, and this clarity is meant to make you feel so blissful. You know, this expression, that's like pure joy, that's pure divine joy. Right? There's nothing else that you can compare it with. It's just from within, from very, very deep within, this person is happy and has no other cares in the world and kind of stays in that state, right? So, yeah. We have the moon card as well, so you're supposed to face the chaos that is within. You're supposed to deal with the unknown. Also with Pisces, that is as well the unknown, intangible. Can't really define Pisces. It's very hard. I still try, and it's always something else also. It's very, very subtle. Okay, so the moon is very associated with the Pisces. That's why I kind of connected. So knowing things that are deep within, mysterious, shadowy, unconscious, subconscious, the dreams that you get, kind of paying attention to those. Yes, these are some things that are hidden away. What is it that's hidden away? Delving deeper and finding clarity on the way. You know, you think that it is just going to be so hard and painful and everything. But no, the pain part is making the effort to go to the deeper reasoning. Okay? It's not painful to find the clarity. You should not be afraid of what you find. It's just being afraid of yourself, basically. You know, it's nothing. I'm not saying you don't have bad memories or suppressed or repressed emotions, etc., but we build it up a lot more in our heads, which prevents us from actually facing them. Once you face them, you really are not afraid of it anymore. Instead, you just feel like, oh, so that's why everything makes sense, you know? A lot of these behavioral patterns we have, or the type of people we keep attracting into our lives, some difficult situations and the same type of choices that we keep attracting into our lives, it makes sense because all of it has one pattern, and you know that pattern now. And once you know it, you're no longer controlled by it, which means that same pattern will not repeat. That is equal to having learned the lesson. Okay. We have 6 of Pentacles, and we also have the Page of Wands. Yes, coming to an equilibrium, finding your joy, finding your passion, and returning to a very youthful state of being, not being bogged down by just anything. How much energy are you putting and where, right? This can be energy, resources, time, everything. So who are you expending your resources on? Are they worth it? If not, how do you deal with that? How much is correct? Again, that is something that you will better figure out as you go deeper and deeper and deeper. But ultimately, you're going to come out really confident. You're going to have a very new zest for life. They're so youthful, very bubbly, energetic, you know, has a lot of stamina and kind of looks forward to just about everything. Adventures await, and I love that that is there because we have Rido, the journey, destiny. It's kind of life is calling, see ya, you know, that's the vibe. So you become more lighthearted, which does not seem like it right now. I can't even imagine that, you might think, but that is how it is. I'm not saying that that's just what cards are saying, but also from personal experience, it is like that. Seems counterintuitive when you have not gone through that process, but I mean, it's not. You just feel happier. Actually, you feel much more balanced. You have a better sense of boundaries within yourself, also with other people, other situations. That means your thoughts don't control you. Instead, you decide what you think about and how much you think about something. Also, how much you feel about something or someone. All of those things, like the depth to which you go, are all controlled, and you know where the ego begins and where it stops. All those things. There's a lot that gets into it, and it's such fine lines that no one can teach you that. You have to go through it by yourself. So in a way, I'm glad that you're going through it because you're only going to come out feeling amazing. Okay, just gonna feel so amazing by the end of this. Really, I'm not trying to exaggerate and make you feel better just for the heck of it. I'm not doing that at all. It just is like that. Okay, so it's an important phase. These are some important lessons, whether it is coming to you in the shape of relationships, or it's coming to you via jobs or location or family or whoever, whatever method that this lesson is manifesting, it definitely is, and this is what you are supposed to be learning. Where do you put your focus? That's something that I was talking about, right? Do you just keep looking at things that are confusing and wrong, or do you try to see, well, what is clear then? You know, if things are really complicated here, why do I still keep trying to solve it? And it's always me who tries to solve it. Why don't I just, you know what? I'm done. I'm just done. I'm not going to waste any more time here, because, yeah, I'm not going to live forever. Might as well do something that makes me happy while I'm still here, right? So, okay. Let's get you some guidance. Oh, actually, I will get you some more oracle cards. What are some lessons that they're learning? Your reading is going to be a little bit longer from pile 1. I do not mind. Okay, what are the lessons that pile 2 is learning? What are they meant to learn? Why are these situations happening? What are they learning? What is this journey supposed to bring them? What will they gain out of this? What is the point of all of this? Okay. The universe has my back. Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. So, well, the Hierophant is basically like the universe is your teacher. It is teaching you. It is your guru, your mentor, your guide, your everything. And you have that bit of universe within you because you're just as much part of it, right? And the moon is not being afraid to kind of delve deeper and seek transformation, go inward, and ask the tough questions, because you don't have to be afraid of what lies in the shadows. You're safe. Okay, this card is like, it's all dark, it's night, and you could be scared, but you don't have to be, because the universe got you, right? Okay, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Yes, we have 2 owls here, another owl here. So the 2 owls, again, is reminding me of the 2 of cups, Ace of Cups over here. So again, relationship stuff, but something that is really like hanging over your head, kind of. But again, it can be matters of the heart, right? So you feel like doing something. It can be related to your ambitions, your passions, something that you feel very deeply about, right? So it's not restricted to only love. But yeah, again, that is kind of being reiterated. You need to lean on the faith of the universe more. That way you become braver, more courageous to keep going. And you know and you trust that you will be stopped when the time is right. And when you need to stop, right? Yeah, when you try to kind of reach out towards the universe, it is not just going to drop you. That's what I know. And it is important for you to feel that as well. But I know it's a process, so allow the process to unfold as it is. It's just, you should know these things, because then you can be a more active participant with the universe, right? 2 of Swords is also about needing to use your intuition. The moon is, you are excellent at using your intuition. Some of you can actually turn that into a business if you want. Not necessary, but you can kind of teach others who can use their intuition and get ahead, get out of their own pullbacks, their own negativity or shadowy vibes, right? That is for some of you, and that is going to make you feel very alive, as though you are doing something real meaningful, and that kind of excites you, you know? Yeah, okay. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, the 6 of Pentacles, I told you, like, where are you expending your energy and all of that. So, if you're feeling chaotic within, you keep attracting chaos outside, you keep investing in the chaos outside, and you keep creating chaos inside, you know? There is that mirroring thing always happening. We do that always, like, knowingly, unknowingly. It happens, but you need to also be mindful of where you are projecting and what you are projecting outward. And also, whose projection are you accepting? That's why it's really important to kind of get to the core of things, because that's the only situation where you will really know yourself. And it takes time, but it is absolutely 100% worth it, right? It's also about, like, kind of keeping faith is just going to help you see the faith and see the result of faith outside, right? So I'm not saying, hey, okay, from now on you just stop your cynicism and just be absolutely in sync with the universe and all that. It's not, it won't happen like that. It is a gradual process. It will happen one by one, but you need to be ready and open towards this. That's why these cards are coming out, right? Okay, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. Yeah. That also sums it up, basically. Okay, now let's get you some guidance. What can pile 2 do about this? Some actions and some mindsets. What do they need to do? What is your guidance for pile 2, please? Guidance for pile 2. What guidance can you offer them? There's a lot of transformation happening right now. Not all of you have been going through this since a very long time, but it's noticeable enough right now for you to be asking this question. Well, what do I even do about this, Okay. Let's just start. You also got this, the Loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Yes, it's like everyone tries to talk to you guys in your dreams. Owl, again, we have 4 owls together. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. The Moon card is associated with intuition. The 2 of Swords, the way to get out of your confusion is to trust your intuition. We have 4 owls. All of them signify intuition and wisdom. Crazy. There's a lot of that. Okay, Hawk, pile 1 got this as well. Pay attention. An important message, a powerful message is being communicated to you now. We have Pheasant. The time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. Yeah, I feel like this is more of an internal connection. We have White Turkey. The power to heal the earth is within you. Again, this can be like nature activism, but it can also be like the earth within, your issues with groundedness, stability, safety, security, all of those things. Basically your root chakra. If you want, you can watch that video. I've made an informative one, and also it has timestamps, so you can just skip ahead to the parts that you want to listen to. Okay, we have Flicker. New rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. Exactly, because it's a learning process. You need to be open to it and just kind of flow with things, right? So the Pisces, allowing things to flow is something that I feel you're doing, but there is that bit of like, oh, I don't know though. But this is encouraging that yes, that part is correct. You need to follow that. Okay, we have Turkey. Honor your time of harvest. Yes, this is what I was saying. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Exactly, you will learn when the time is right. There is a time, there is a place for every single thing, and everything will happen at that time. You cannot force anything to happen unless it is ready and fully ready, including yourself. You can't be like, okay, so today I dreamt of it, tomorrow I'm going to be just world famous, and yeah, just I'll get everything that I want. It's great to have a very positive attitude, but you also need to add a little bit of practicality to how you go about doing things. I'm not saying you are doing that, but I'm just saying, I'm confirming that you're doing fine. And honor your own time. That's why respect your own pace, I said that, yeah, it'll happen one by one. It is going to happen. It won't be a snap thing that, oh, today you all of a sudden have learned everything that the universe wanted to teach you. No, it's one by one, and it's completely fine. And as and when you learn things, like I said, as you surpass your shadowy qualities, and you start learning your about your intuition, and you start trusting it, you can help other people. So you were taught and now you can teach. There is the giving and flowing as well with this. I was given this lesson and I will give it back to society. It's kind of like whichever way you look at it, there is an equilibrium at this thing, in this card. I'm not saying that, barring the reversal meaning, I'm not talking about that, but just the imagery itself, you can see that it's the same thing. That's what I meant. Okay, what else? Guidance. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. So this information you're getting with the Hierophant and the Moon through your intuition, your higher self, the guides that you have, all of that is, you can use all of that, right? You can use all of that, whether you want to make it an official thing or you use it in your life, like your thought processes, the way you deal with your emotions, the stuff you do, the way you feel about yourself and the world that you live in, the experiences you have on a regular basis. All of that you can shift. So these are some really important things that you are learning. So it's okay. Take your time, allow things to flow and manifest as and when they need to, right? Yes. We have Crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. Yeah. So those who are trying to, manifest love, again, there is also this push and pull within you. There is a tug of war, internal conflict, all of those things that are happening. They will quiet down. As you get clarity, and you need to do some work for that, but you will get the clarity, and it is going to free you from anything that holds you back in, helping you maintain the relationship that you're in. And because you're now welcoming more positivity in your life, not false positivity, but by dealing with things, you see the meaning of stuff. That's when you feel that, even the bad times or the troubling times have a reason, and as long as I learn whatever I'm supposed to learn, it's fine. Just roll with the tides, That's when you're able to invite more lovely people into your life as well, whether you want to date them or you want to be friends with them, and whatever partnership this is, can be business as well. So in either case, it's wonderful people that you meet, and you're being authentic, they're being authentic, and it's easy. And we have Falcon. Use your keen perception and skill in making decisions. Do not delay. Yeah, this is kind of like having that feel. The Falcon is not thinking that, okay, well, there is the prey, so I'm going to go like this. No, it has that instinct. It knows how to do it. It has been trained for that, and it'll just go. The time is right, go. So this is something that is more deep down. I feel your spirit is doing most of that right now, but you will be reaching that point. So this is kind of talking about whatever this is, like, what do I do? What is happening? Why I'm so confused? All of those things are kind of asking you to look at your intuition. You just have that instinct and that knowing. You have that knowing. Go with that. Okay, then we have Starling. Now is the time to get out and connect with the world in authentic ways. Yeah, I said authentic, but the Crane's description does not have the word authentic in it, but somehow I was feeling that, there is a part about being authentic as well. You're just being very honest with yourself. You know what you want, you know what you're looking for, and the confusion kind of dies down very quickly. You will get clarity. It's not going to be like not for everyone, it's not going to be a very shocking situation. It's something that, it's a revelation, it sits in with you, it sinks in within you, all of those things. But it is going to really help you progress to the next stage. And it is also going to confirm within you that the universe does have your back, and you are getting some signs and synchronicities. You're also receiving help, quite a lot, and you start seeing where it is coming from. How are you learning these things? yeah, for example, at like different stages of my spiritual experience, it was different stuff, you know. At some point, it was about birds. What birds did I see a lot? And I just started wondering, what does that even mean? Like, why do I keep seeing that? You know? And in the very beginning stages, it was all about numbers. Then at some point, it was about colors and different shapes and yeah, the elements, fire, water, earth, all of those things, you know. So at different times, different things are very important and resonant with our soul. So it can be very different for everyone, but in either case, you will learn where you get these messages. So you know where to look to get the guidance and help for yourself. Right? Awesome. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope this gave you a lot of insights, a lot of clarity on what's going on, why, and what can you do about it. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. And I will leave you right here. You can check out any of my other videos if you're interested. But until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pal 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this selenite crystal. We'll get started and see what guidance we have for your current situation. But first, let's see a little bit about what you are going through, and also we'll see what you're getting out of this. Okay, so the first card we have is not this, which is need, poverty, hardship, frustration, and responsibility. We have Devas, which is truth, struggle, duty, justice, discipline, and warrior. We have the 10th house, Saturn, law, structure, responsibilities, and ambition. So we have responsibility twice. And we also have the 12th house. Okay, 12th house is associated with sudden losses or like unexpected losses. All things spiritual, all things subtle, the subconscious, unconscious, the shadowy parts, all these things. And the 10th house deals with career and public reputation, things like that. Your public status as well. Okay, and for your tarot cards, we have the Hierophant, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so apart from this, all these cards are just absolutely wonderful. So it's a little bit confusing for me because everything looks great, but the 8 of Swords is something that is of a self-trapping, overthinking things, feeling as though you're trapped by certain situations, but not actually. It's kind of a construct of the mind. There's a feeling as though and thinking as though you are trapped. But there is like income, there is career going on, there is liveliness with the Page of Wands, a very carefree attitude. We have the Queen of Cups, which, you know, connects you to your spiritual essence, and also the Hierophant, which relates to that. The Hierophant also talks about being a researcher, teacher, those type of things, working at the university, being a part of the university, basically going for higher education, so you can be the teacher or be getting taught, right? That is associated with that. What I don't get it. What is the 8 of Swords about? What is the 8 of Swords about? Okay, we got 3 cards. 4 of Swords. Okay, 2 of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay, so you need some healing, some time to rest. Is that what it is? I feel like, I guess this is about like trying to find a balance. Like, yeah, sure, a lot is going on and you're feeling active and yeah, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're finding time to, meditate and connect with yourself spiritually and all of those things, but it feels as though a lot of stuff, a lot of responsibility that you have to kind of find time and slot in some fun times. It's like you still have to go, 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 so the fun times are kind of curbed a little bit. You need to curb it down a little bit in order to make some time, but sometimes it just gets too much. And it's hard to always keep going at the same rate, at the same pace. So it feels as though you have trouble finding time to rest and recuperate and sleep a little bit more, finding more balance within yourself. There could be an authority figure that is irritating for some of you, who is, just making you feel not that great, and you are in turn then compensating for that by, trying to connect more with yourself, but it still somehow is not working. And you feel as though what can be done? What can I do? This is, for example, if it's like a work situation, like that is the thing that is coming through. Could be that your boss is not exactly a very fun person, or neither is very, very supportive. They're rather, quite dominant and, kind of like they want it their way all the time. There is a structure in place and you must live according to that, and that type of thing. And that asks quite a lot from you. So in order to have some sort of sanity, you need to resort to some spiritual diet into your life. But the situation still is like that. So it kind of feels like a drastic difference between the spiritual connection you have versus the earthly, the more mundane stuff that you go through. So it could be kind of, there is an internal then conflict, like, but isn't that always true? Material things, the physical things, are always going to be different from the spiritual experiences. You think that and you try to reason like that, but it still causes you that tension within you. Please let me know if I'm getting this right. I know that it's a mishmash of a lot of different people and their experiences, but as long as the gist is correct, right? Okay, so let's see why you're going through all of this. Why are they going through all this? Why is pile 3 going through all of this? What is the point to all these? What lessons are they learning? Pile 3, please. Okay, we have temperance. Temperance. Lovely, lovely. That is a good lesson. The devil. The star. My goodness. And the 4 of Pentacles. Lovely. Okay. So finding balance, that's obviously there with the temperance, kind of tempering or curbing down temptations, high expectations, finding moderation in just everything, and trusting the universe that, it'll come when it will come, and letting go of anything that was holding you back from the past. I feel like the devil and the 4 of Pentacles has been there for like every pile now. Wait, no, not for the second pile. But I did get a similar vibe from them. But anyway, it's in different places though, so the readings are different. But still, it's interesting to see the same cards, similar cards. Anyway, yes, so having more faith in the universe and leaning on that faith, and therefore you're not, I'm using this phrase quite a bit now, you're not too hungry for anything. Right? So you're not just gonna take whatever comes your way. You're going to wait for whatever is correct, agrees with you, is in alignment. You're not tempted by anything. You're not tolerating more of something or someone. You're finding more balance in life itself. You don't have to compensate one or the other. And you kind of, a lot of this is taken care of because you start coping with this somehow. I feel like you will get there. It is a learning process and you're still in the learning process, but you will get there. And you will not allow this emperor dictator feels to hold you down anymore. Okay, it's a similar thing here. If you combine the emperor and the Eight of Swords, this is kind of what you get, right? It has a negative connotation to it overall, then according in this reading. Okay, not all the time, but in this particular reading, that's what is equating. But you're allowing yourself to be released in due time. This is something that you have to take your time with. It is something that the universe is helping you with. So you don't have to worry too much about how it is going to happen. It will happen. Because it's just part of the process. This is how it is concluded, basically. But these are big themes, so it might seem unbelievable to you that, that's just how it is, but it is. Sometimes the devil is kind of some karma attached to situations, and it just needs to, pass. It just needs to work itself out. But ultimately, you just learn that you don't have space for certain people, certain places, certain types of behavior, either from yourself or from other people. You just don't have space for certain things, and you won't know what you don't want unless you experience some of them, right? So it is part of the experience. That's what I feel. Not holding on to grudges or anything, no guilt and obsession over things that don't need that much attention, and just being more bonded. What you're doing right now is basically bonding and connecting so much with the universe that it's just a matter of time. You will get through it, and you will come to a place of equilibrium within yourself. You will have much better boundaries for yourself. What belongs to other people, what knowledge belongs to other people, what material belongs to others, versus what belongs to me and remains mine. Okay, this is a little bit territorial, but in a protective way. And why shouldn't you protect your assets and resources, right? It's not that you're clinging to them all the time. It is just that this is yours, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? So realizing how far to cling to something, how far to allow other people, these are some things that you will eventually learn. These are just soft life skills that are going to be super important, and this is what the soul looks for, right? It's not about house and car. It's just what is an experience. How much more can I learn? How much more can I be aware? It is always becoming more and more aware as and when you experience. Even if you make the same mistake like 50 times, it's okay, because it still learns, right? Okay, I want to get a few oracle cards as well. What are the lessons that pile 3 will be learning? What are they learning right now? What are pile 3 viewers learning right now? What is the purpose of these things? Well, okay. It's too many. But the first card we got is, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Exactly. This is equal to the star card here. And the purple as well looks really similar. I'll show it to you. You see? The purple. And the purple is connected with the crown chakra, which is direct association with spirit itself, with the universe itself. That's where we act as a channel, kind of thing. Yeah, lovely. Okay, then we have obstacles are detours in the right direction. Yes, that's what, like, you don't have to worry about how, when, where, how will I get over this, and so on and so forth. Like, it's good to wonder, and it's good to, you know, keep thinking about it, but obsessing over it is also not going to work, and it will come when it comes, and it will come. Just stay true to your course. What you're doing is fine, and I feel like you're mainly here for reassurance. And yeah, okay, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Exactly, this is what I was saying. Spirit wants to just be more and more and more aware, and the only way it can do that, at least in this particular lifetime, is through the human experience, right? So yeah, it's doing that. It's doing its job. Don't worry about it. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So this could be a hint on how you can sort through some of the issues there. Perhaps it is more of an internal conflict which is being reflected in your external surroundings, right? So how you feel about this, let's say, boss or the leader figure, someone of an authority figure, and the effect that they're having on your life could be symbolic already of what you were within, you know? So it becomes very apparent outside in order for it to trigger you, strike a nerve, so that you go back and you start working through some of that, right? So feel whatever triggers you, try to figure out why it triggered you that much, and you'll get there. You'll get there. Yeah, all of this is kind of a process thing. You don't need intervention of any kind. The spirit is doing everything at this moment, and you need to just let it, basically. Okay, what guidance? Some guidance for pile 3 about the current situation. Turkey, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. Exactly. That's the take your own time. You don't need to rush this. If you rush it, it's not going to be even ready to be offered as gifts to anyone. You know? You can't be of service if you don't know the solution yourself, basically. But you will get there, and when you get there, perhaps help someone else out, right? Okay, Canary, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. So perhaps speak up to this authority figure. Okay, everyone's situation is different, so use your own discernment before making any solid decisions. Okay, but that is a thing. If it resonates, then perhaps that message is specifically for you. But yeah, being honest about what is it you want, what is it you crave, and not letting anyone walk over you, that's something. Meanwhile, for others, it is choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. So it is mainly kind of letting go of grudges towards a person, or it's like that. Even if you feel animosity towards someone emotionally, you just don't like them. There are some people like that. Not that the person is any bad or anything, it's just we don't gel, right? But sometimes it can get a little bit too far, and the moment we get some evidence, we're like, okay, well, see, that confirms my doubts. There you go. Right? It can be very easy to do that, but the more you do it, the more it manifests as well externally, and it will manifest in different forms, just to reinforce that kind of. It's like, the law of attraction for these type of things. It's basically a projection of what we were thinking and feeling. So if you let that go emotionally, all of a sudden you see that it has also gone externally, right? So that could be for some of you. You just internally hold a grudge against someone, or something. It can even be yourself, your own inner conflicts. You don't have to beat yourself up too much. Work them out, sort them through in your own time. It's okay. You don't have to rush, basically. Owl, your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Yeah, you're like really connected anyway. I feel with the Queen of Cups, very intuitive, very, very spiritual. We also have the 12th house, which is very spiritual. And the Hierophant is again like a direct, like he's getting messages from his own spirit guides and higher self. We have Parrot. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. That again goes with the canary and the turkey and the overall vibe that we were getting already. Then we have the choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart by the ostrich. And we have the grouse. Embrace the power of dance and movement to to access your highest guidance. Yeah, so this can be like real exercising as well. Page of Wands is kind of, exercise as well, move around, stay active. That's something. So dance, movement, running, jogging, yoga, anything really. Just to move yourself and just be active a little bit. It kind of frees up any dense vibes with yourself. It just feels, new again. So that could be helpful. And you also got the Loon, my goodness. Pay attention to your dreams. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Just pay attention, man. Whatever pie you choose, the Loon is there. The Duck. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Yeah, exactly. You're being helped, definitely. I told you. Definitely being helped. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. That's so much the Temperance. So much. Moderation, finding inner bliss. Knowing and being aware of what your shadowy qualities are. That is like the negative traits you have and also the positive traits you have. And it's just negative and positive. I don't know, that is so subjective. Everything has a point. And like, for example, I'm rigid about a lot of things, but I'm also not rigid about many things. Just the boundaries become clear about where you should be stubborn and where you should not. But that doesn't mean that the stubbornness went away or something, right? So it is so subjective. But just being aware of what that quality is to you, how much of it you have, and what you can do with it is so potent. Seriously, it is so potent. And it just starts from one quality to the next. It's not like you can figure it all out on one single day. That's why, like, honor your own time. It's okay. Like, you will mature at the time that you are supposed to mature, when you can, when you want to, when the soul is ready, basically, right? Just keep at it. Keep at it. Keep going. That's the message. Bluebird, you're being gifted with happiness and peace, with blessings of happiness and peace. Exactly. The Star is wishes come true as well. Freeing yourself from your own captivity, your own shadows, by becoming aware and more aware of all of them. Just knowing everything. It's not that the mind controls you. It's rather you control it, right? And therefore you're becoming more and more empowered of yourself, with yourself. And the universe is just like, yeah, good job. Be happy. Stay in peace. Be happy. Temperance is very peaceful. And the Star card is obviously a wish fulfillment. It's like gifts and blessings. So you're like real happy there. So I love it. I just love it. Okay. Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Yeah, these can be little things, like different qualities. Like, for example, I managed many things so well. I have not done that before like this. Even though in general I can manage stuff decently, this was the best I've ever done. So give yourself a pat in the back. It can be little things like this, but it makes a big difference. If you compare with someone who doesn't have those qualities, you see how you are set apart, right? Not saying you become perfect, Nobody can, nobody will, but I mean, it's a little bit more than what you were yesterday, right? So that's what's happening now. And is there anything else? Any last guidance messages? Kind of go with it, allow it, go with it, and it'll just happen. We have Pheasant. The time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. So manifestations, I feel for you. Manifestations and connecting with spirit, yourself. It's just time is ripe and you're already doing that. Just keep doing that, basically. Yes. Okay. So that's what we have for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope these give you insights, a lot of clarity as well, plenty of help. And yeah, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. So I will see you in some of my other videos. Feel free to check any of them out. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hi Pile 4, welcome to your reading. You chose the Amethyst. So, we're going to see what guidance we have for you for your current situation. But first we'll see what is your current situation in the first place and also why it is happening the way it is. What are you supposed to get out of the situation? Things like that. Okay, so we'll just get a broader perspective before we move on to the guidance directly. Okay, so Algiz, protection and assistance. That's your first card. Then we have Thurisaz, which is thorn, pain, focus, hardship, and frustration. Oh, sorry, introspection. Sorry. Your astrology cards. We have Pluto, which is power, death, transformation, and evolution. We have the moon, emotion, instinct, unconsciousness, and mother figure also rules the intuition. Then we have the sun card. We have sun and moon. Ego, stamina, consciousness, and father figure. And we have Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign. We have 8 of Cups. We have the Hierophant, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Chariot, and the World. So 3 major arcana. That's quite a big energy, going through some stuff, which, yeah, these are basically big themes that you're going through. Not always easy. No, it's not. But you have help all along the way. You're getting a lot of guidance. You'll be getting quite a lot of epiphanies or realizations about what has been going on. What have you learned from this cycle? You're very close to the finish line. You're about to embark on a new journey. Some of you have already crossed, and now you're kind of in that transition phase towards this new destination. There is renewed ambition. You want to go towards something, and away from things that don't serve you anymore. Things that make you upset all the time without reason. It just kind of holds you back, keeps you backward. You leave that behind, and you know that on the other side the sun is shining, the sun is beaming in the horizon right here. So that's where you must go. And to go there, you need to actually leave behind things that are emotionally painful. You need to leave them behind, burning here. Sacrifice and release. Fire is about release, right? When we burn things, we're releasing them from our attachment. So things that are like that, were like that, you have left them behind, and you have renewed strength for what's to come. That itself was one of the biggest challenges you have faced, for this cycle at least. And you have built the courage to actually face these things. And this courage is coming from the universe, kind of backing you up, helping you grow, allowing you to complete these any type of karmic cycles, the lessons you've had to learn, you have learned so much so fast. Yeah, you're just at a heightened state of awareness, and this awareness is just going to keep building, you will keep climbing. There's a lot more to learn, a lot more to go, not for the cycle, but like that you will get out of it. You will just keep on realizing the benefits that you've had from all transformations, the ones that you're almost done with and also the ones you have finished in the past. It's kind of a closing out mentally, emotionally, and this flood of realizations that I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm evolving, and I'm different now as compared to how I was before. And it's all happening so fast. It can be staggering at times. It can get a little bit emotional. And we have a lot of these eclipses as well coming out. We had the Sagittarius lunar eclipse, that with the moon there. That could have been something emotional for you. And we also have the Gemini solar eclipse coming in, which is this sun thing. So you could be, sun, moon, Gemini, Sag. That could be some of you, but in either case, these seem to be very heavily affecting you, and they're creating quite a lot of change. There are a lot of things to, leave behind, that you are leaving behind. This could be something material, can be something more rigid within you, the tendency to procrastinate, for example, and all of a sudden you just realize that, hey, you know what, I can't just keep staying here and I need to move forward. And the moment you realize that, you just start moving. And the moment you actually put that into action, you're already a winner. You've already reached that destination. It's just a matter of time that you reach it tangibly, but in a spiritual sense, you've done it. It just takes time to realize it in the physical reality, but otherwise, yeah. So I really like it. It has a very serious tone to it, obviously. These are some real big chapters, but I love that you're at the end of the cycle. And after this, there is, of course, a new beginning. There is a new set of chapters and to be learned, and so much more to experience. But I feel like you are feeling so competent and you're feeling so ready for whatever is, next to come. You're excited for what is there. The Charioteer, like the warrior energy, the Knight of Swords, I always, call it an ambition card. It's very driven, very, very ambitious. Mars is going to be entering Leo, so that is something that's going to be really important for you. In June itself, it is coming in. I don't know the exact date, but you'll feel it anyway. It is going to stay there for a while. Okay. So we'll see if there's more we get, but for now, this is what I'm getting. It's more about stay to the course. You're almost there. You're done. You're kind of wrapping up. There's just a lot of things that are making sense and are falling. There are many pieces of the puzzle that were once missing, and they're kind of dropping in. They're coming into your awareness. What was there in the unconscious with the moon is now becoming conscious with the sun. So this greater awareness is just solidifying you more. It is bringing you a lot more security within yourself and also externally. You're feeling safe, you're feeling ready, you feel stable enough to explore, you feel stable enough to really explore the unknown. Okay. Why are they going through this? What is the point of these things? I feel like that's pretty understood, but I still would like to know if I'm missing out on anything. What is the point of these circumstances? What is Pile 4 learning? What is the lesson here? What are they gaining out of this? just okay. Anything more? Okay, great. So we got the Empress card first. Then we got the Page of Cups. We have the Five of Wands. We also, wow, the Fool. I'll tell you why. And we have the Hermit. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Okay, so I said you're really becoming ready. You're feeling safe enough, stable enough to explore the unknown, to truly explore the unknown. There is no other card that best manifests that statement. You know, ready to explore the absolute unknown, zero idea about what's next, but not caring about it anyway. Knowing that you are protected, knowing you are safe because you're a product of the universe. You're leaping into the unknown, i.e. the universe. There is a world of possibilities, infinite potential. It's all just where do you direct it? Where do you mold it? What do you shape with it? How do you perceive it? These are we also have the Hermit, and for this as well I was like, okay, because I kept looking at the word introspection. I was like, I know that somehow that is important. You know, when I said that the unconscious was becoming conscious, I was like, it's important, the word introspection, but I don't see the cards yet. So I was unsure. Then I was like, maybe if I get a Hermit, and we got it. So, okay, we also have the Empress. That is like proper, getting into your own abundance, creation mode, not survival mode anymore. You're stepping into creation mode. You're manifesting so much and so well, so fast. You're feeling more connected. The understandings of what can be possible is kind of getting redefined. You know, you feel like with these changes that are happening right now, and for some this realization is going to happen now, for like really soon, maybe a few days after watching this reading, but for some of you it can be a little bit like a few weeks or something, but it's still really fast in either case. It's just going to come whenever you're ready, and also depends when you're watching this video, but from whenever you watch, it is not very far off. And you're really going forward from that survival instinct, survival mode, to something that is just free. It's real free. Enough for you to be a co-creator, to be an active participant in the creation of your own life and the experience you have in this incarnation. It's very different when you switch gears. It's really, really different. Again, it can be a little bit disorienting with the Five of Wands, but that's what you learn, how to cope with every type of conflict, and you learn that the point is to upgrade. You understand that everyone is always going to have a different road that they're going to follow, but ultimately each and every person has that one aim: to learn, to experience, to grow. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the fun? What is the value of anything then? So that's Five of Wands is quite interesting. Learning to resolve conflicts, coming to an understanding that there will be some things that you can't 100% fix, but it's not just about fixing it, it's more about understanding it and channeling that. You give these five people are supposed to be really competitive, and they will fight with each other, but you give them a common goal to fight for, and everyone all of a sudden is just they're not trying to kill each other, they're just they're trying to figure out their own way, and that's completely okay. That way you just mind your own business and you try to get the goal. right? But you're not hurting one another. You don't have any bad feelings towards one another. You know, it's just about having that common cause. I don't know why that is so loudly coming through. Maybe some of you kind of have struggled with like workplace drama, or just, you know, just divide of people in general. Yeah, it's kind of also there is that feeling of, you know, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, that type of vibe, but without the tunnel, you kind of finally can see the light and you're almost able to reach it after a point of stagnancy and a lot of introspection going within and all of that. You're coming to a lot of realization. You see things from a different perspective, and that gives you a lot of hope. And yeah, you're able to see the light. You're able to move towards it. You can imagine a different future, and you can imagine yourself living it. You know? It's just about taking that first step. It's not easy, always, no. Surpassing these difficulties are not easy, but when you do it, you're absolutely, absolutely free. Even from your own shackles, your own conflicts, your own restraints. Right? So you become so much more aware by the end of this whole cycle. You're really co-creating with the universe your own life, and also in whatever way you can, a life for your future generations, for just humanity in general. Yeah, there is a lot of broadness to this. It's like you kind of look from the outside a little bit. I won't be surprised if quite a few of you have an awakening experience. I feel like not everyone is going to select, not a lot are going to select pile 4 anyway, but those you do, either that, like it's not commonplace to just be going around having awakenings, obviously, but some of you definitely will. There's just way too many cards of awakening. The Hangman, the Fool, everything. The slate is wiped clean and now you're ready to begin again. I take that as a awakening card as well. We have the Hermit, which you awaken to your inner guide, your inner spirit, your goal, your soul, and your goal actually is to become one with the spirit anyway. The Hierophant as well, you just suddenly hit that realization and it just unleashes you. This is awakening the feminine power. So some of you are working on balancing out your feminine energy. And I really like that we have the warrior spirit. I feel like you resonate more with the warrior nature as a part of your divine masculine side of yourself. So it's lovely to see that we also have the Empress, who symbolizes feminine power. You kind of, I feel as though you are integrating it, because the Hangman is a neutral gender. The Hierophant is as well a neutral gender. Well, in the tradition it's depicted by a man, but from the personality of the card, I would say that it's more of a neutral thing, and even the Hermit is pretty neutral. So it's kind of like if finding your balance point, your very sweet spot. You're able to dream with the Page of Cups, but you're also able to chase your dreams with the Knight of Swords. Beautiful. Yes. Okay, pile 4. What is the point of all this? What are we learning? What is pile 4 learning from all this? And given that you chose the Amethyst, that's a pretty spiritually heavy pile, always. I don't try to do anything. I don't even think that, okay, so I chose Amethyst, it's gonna be deep. No, it just so happens. Okay, so the first card we have is I choose love no matter what. That is, love is your own spirit, passion, ambition, what is true and real, what is for the greater good, looking for peace, balance, harmony, bliss of all types. I am the dreamer of my dream. Yeah, exactly. Becoming the co-creator of your life. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. Exactly. There's a lot about that as well. We already talked about it. So these 3 cards very beautifully sums up where you're headed, what you are doing. Yeah, definitely. I feel like you're very, very close, though. I keep feeling that. I don't know why. Now, everyone has a different cycle, so there will be varied levels of expression of what I'm saying, but I mean, take it as it resonates. It depends on which stage you are. Yeah, it's a general read, so in either case, it's going to be fantastic, a wonderful feeling for you, right? So that's all that matters. Okay, guidance for pile 4. For their current situation, guidance for pile 4. What would you like to tell pile 4, please? Okay, the first card we have is accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. Exactly, that is the Pluto, you know. Allow it to fall, you know. It's not worth your time. Pluto is going to be straight up about it. It's not worth your time. It's useless. You're just, you know, beating around the bush with it. I'm just going to kill it for you, so that you are forced to let it go and evolve, right? So it's sudden. It is unexpected. But it is something that is so necessary. We only realize it in hindsight. At the moment, it's because of the shock. We're in pain and we don't know what else to look at and can't really be too objective about everything. But it's just saying whatever is basically, you know, it's over, drop it. You know, it wouldn't be over if it was supposed to be part of the future. Again, I'm not saying that because the card said so. It is how it works. Yeah, I live in a foreign country. I could have very easily gone back to my native. Because, yeah, COVID, and it was really tough to find work. But I stayed. I didn't know how I was going to until, I think, December last year. January as well was shaky. February was shaky, visa expired in May, and everything was cutting it too close. But yeah, I was like, if I was meant to not be here, I would not be here. And yeah, the lot of backstory, like I had prayed and wished for this quite a long time, and I literally said that, you know, if I'm going and that's the right choice, then I need to also stay. So don't send me if you're gonna bring me back, because that's gonna hurt. Yeah, and that's just how it happened. I was like, I would not be here if I was not supposed to stay here. Meanwhile, other things that were wrong for me, however stubbornly I tried to cling to them, they're gone. That has also happened. But you have to let it go. And if I hadn't, I would not have found tarot. And I would not be here. I would not be wanting to help people. So, you know, got more than I was asking for before. So let things go. What you're going to get is just something else. You know, I can't even describe it. The cards that are here, lessons you're supposed to be learning, and what you are getting out of this is just, it's too sublime for me to explain them. The Hanged Man, the essence of this is mad. It's just crazy. The Empress, what it actually symbolizes is just magnificent. You have so many major arcana. The Fool is 0 itself is a massive deal. The Hermit, card number 9, that's something else. You know, there is a whole world inside each of these cards, and I don't talk like this ever, but I really feel as though each of the essences, and you can read about them separately if you want. There are many, many articles about them, but each thing, the philosophy of each thing is too big, and that's where you are going. You are going to be realizing so much. it can't be put into words. It's something that you will feel. It is an understanding. It is a knowing. You know, the Fool and the Hermit, it's a knowing. You don't speak anymore when you just know. Yeah. Just wait and watch. Okay, Woodpecker. Use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. Yeah, so new chapters coming in, so you're going to be changing quite a bit. It's kind of talking about going away from the survival mode to creation mode again. Different phases, different sections of life, it is going to be affected, but in either case you will be exercising this concept. There is ambition, there is drive, and you are able to achieve just about anything that you set your mind to. We again have the loon. Literally all 4 piles have gotten the loon. I guess it's a collective thing. We're gonna get prophetic dreams now. Well, no problem. So pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Keep a dream journal if you want to. You can just write some things down as well on your text, like notepad or sticky note or something as well. It doesn't matter as long as you can keep track. Okay, some more please. Guidance for pile 4. I've not had such a reading since a very long time. For YouTube at least. Okay. Owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Again, this has come out for, I think, the last 3 piles. But even the first pile got something about inner guidance and intuition. So yeah. I feel like our collectives crown is awakening a lot more. We are becoming a lot more interconnected with each other, without consciously realizing, of course. That's why we are able to mainly connect spiritually, in dreams, through intuition, just empathy and compassion. That as well as rising for you, higher faith, much more faith in the universe. Seriously, you're going to see how things just pan out. I don't even want to get into the specifics. It's not there, and it doesn't even matter, and I feel like you already know that. You don't need the specifics. You just need to know that you're on the right path. I feel like I'm just looking for confirmation, a lot of you. Okay, Kingfisher. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Exactly. So what you want will be real, will be realized. It will be manifested, but it does not necessarily have to come out in the same way as you planned it to be, nor does it have to be in the same form that you asked for it. But it will come to you, exactly what you want, the feeling that you have when you are trying to manifest something. That feeling you will get, that thought you will get. It's not just the words that you speak, it is what you feel. It's just that for us, words are very closely linked with our feelings. That's why the words matter. But if you can do it with just the feelings, perfect. Nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming. New knowledge and perspective coming to you. Guys, it's about to get exciting. It is. Crane, you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. Yeah, I feel like, if you want to manifest someone in terms of romance, that's possible, of course. But also that it is very possible because you're becoming so much more whole within yourself. Okay? So if that is one of your main priorities, then that's as well possible. You're doing the work, you have done a lot of the inner work, you're kind of nearing completion. That cycle is over. The Raven. The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. You could be seeing some numbers. Some of these birds that I'm talking about you could have seen recently. Or a lot. Yes. Guidance, please. Any more? Help 4. I remember this phase. I remember. That's why I know it's going to get exciting. Oriao. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Creation. On the horizon with the 8 of Cups. We have Condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Exactly. When you get the Chariot, there's literally nothing that is stopping you anymore. You have Canary. Step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. And the White Owl. The messages and guidance of the divine are within you. So we have the Owl and the White Owl. Expressing yourself. Finding your voice. Just to express, you know? Tell your story, that type of thing. I feel like it's enough, but I still want to keep going. Is there any more? Any last message? 2, 5, 4. Yes, this is the perfect. And wow, okay, we have the Eagle. You're learning all aspects of spiritual connection and reaching new heights. Absolutely, absolutely perfectly sums it up. I am so happy with this reading. Oh, nice, very lovely. Okay, thank you so much for watching Pile 4. I hope this helped you. I hope this gave you a lot of insights and brought you a lot of clarity. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, I'm always available via Etsy. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos if you want. Until next time, take care. Bye.